Alright, so what's up, boys? We've got another one of these Reddit posts that the title is very interesting, okay? I've told my girlfriend something which instantly resulted in me getting blocked everywhere, and I'm not sure what I should or can do. Um, yeah, my instant reaction to this was like, what the fuck could have this guy said so like something so such a turn off to a girl and she would block him instantly on everything. Then towards the end of it, it kind of made sense. So I want to go through it with you boys again. Forgive me for my fucking voice. It's like the fourth or fifth day now. I think I'm getting better. So yeah, let's get through it. Me, 21-year-old male, and this girl, 20-year-old female, have been on and off. On and off isn't very good, and I've realized that towards the beginning of this year, when a girl is on and off, basically what she's saying is she's looking for a better option, and she couldn't find that yet. But when that better option comes in place, you're getting like get the fuck out of your place. You're getting replaced, okay? And that's probably what's gonna happen. I really had like hopes, blue pilled hopes that no, it's not like that. That she just wants me to show interest, etc. Turns out it's not that way. So yeah, I guess hey, we still make mistakes, bro. Like that was probably the stupidest mistakes I've done in the last 6 months, bro. Like being on and off with a girl. And don't get me wrong, she wasn't seeing anybody else, at least not to my knowledge. But it's like she like taking kind of like a bet against you, or she wants to test you how much you're willing to simp for her, etc. It's not really a good indicator either way. Together since August, we've been together on and off since August 2024, so probably a year and a half, something like that. And even though she was playing with me with a hook, at the end of it, it turned out to be good. Um, you know what? With girls, the end result doesn't really matter as much. It matters like the whole process, because girls tend to go back to their old ways as soon as something goes wrong in a relationship. Notice how when a perfect girlfriend has a clean past, breaks up with her boyfriend, she doesn't just go to the club and just start sucking off dudes in the bathroom. At least that's not what my ex did. Um, but then you take a girl that's has done that before, she changed for a man right now, and then they have an argument, and then she goes to the club again. You know what I mean? It's very important, like the whole journey with a girl, not just the end result. Want to share some little details beforehand so that one could have an overview about a relationship. The girl has some sort of conservative views about intimate aspects of life. However, it turned out that she did not have that at all. Oh man, female LARPing, bro. FYI, she's a virgin. And I was always respectful towards her in every aspect, physically especially, and respected the boundaries. We were together August, September, then she broke contact with me between October, December for no reason, seemingly. She has an extremely hard life and schedule and lots of traumas that resulted in her in being very cold hearted and really reactive to stuff. I want to stop here. A lot of guys think that would stop here at she's a virgin, as just like she's perfect. Having just dated a virgin for a year, I can tell you, bro, it doesn't really matter all that much. Like, obviously, you want it because of the past and all of that as a man, but it won't really change her female nature. Don't think that just because she's never had experiences with other men, that she won't be still like a female, a woman. Her female nature, her hypergamy is always going to be on point. She's always going to look for the better option. If you lose frame, she's still going to leave you. It's less probable that she will cheat, but honestly, bro, for my even previous relationship before that, which was a year and a half, that girl cheated on me. And it hurt less than losing this girl because I knew where I fucked up, right? When you can blame someone else, it hurts a little less. But when you fuck up and you know where you fucked up, like losing frame, fucking being a little too blue pilled, etc., giving her the X, that's where it hurts so much more because you finally have someone to blame, and it's directly you. Because when you blame a girl, you don't get better from it. You know what I mean? So Yeah, she has an extremely hard life. Okay, okay, okay. And despite me trying all sorts of ways to support her, large texts of motivation and love. That's a no-go, guys. Okay, that's a
Nope. Nope.
don't do that. Girls don't like it when guys send them paragraphs. Distance could work in some cases. Nothing worked. All she would say was that she wasn't okay and she didn't need my help. Okay, I mean, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. So in December, she renewed contact with me like nothing ever happened. Yeah, this is also not a good thing when a girl like doesn't accept that, doesn't apologize, when she did something like unrightfully towards you. Not a very good sign. Okay, you should probably call it off. You should probably how call her out on it. Okay, bro, my sick brain, bro. I forget words. You should call her out on it. Probably. We started off good, but slowly but good, and it developed in us being now being how a I think he meant now a girlfriend and boyfriend, how it fundamentally should be. I wanted to stop here. I thought about continuing. I really think that this guy idolizes this girl a little too much, which is a mistake I've done as well. And bro, you don't I don't believe in like the soulmate. I believe that if you and a girl click together, it will work. But there could be like 10 million other girls that are compatible to you. So I don't think that there's just one that is meant for you. And I feel like this guy, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he believes in that. I really adore her as a person, and things were great. Were going great. In the past 2 weeks of February, we started talking about intimate stuff, and there were nude exchanges as well. I was shocked that I received nudes from her, considering her being some sort of conservative and closed person in that terms. We were talking about sex when we would have it, how we would have it, etc. You're doing something right when a girl is getting a little more sexual towards you, like when she's being more open about this stuff and she's fantasizing about you. If you have sex with a girl like maybe once a day, or once every 2 days, whatever, and you don't really talk about it, she doesn't have these fetishes and fantasies with you that she would want. It's like you're okay at it, or maybe she just doesn't fantasize about you. And it's really not about how good you're in bed, although that plays like a 40% role. But it's really how good of a man you are in like holding frame in other situations in life, in taking care of her, in solving her problems, all of that. And then, bro, like girls will have the craziest like imagination that I wouldn't even think it would be possible. Um, but again, bro, the girls like reading books like the 50 Shades of Grey, etc. But like they imagine that stuff with a man of their dreams. But if they don't imagine at least like 20% of that book with you, there I don't want to say that there's a problem, but the relationship isn't great. It's good, but it's not great. Something should be improved. Something is missing there. Maybe you're spending a little too much time with her. Maybe you're being a little too attached to her. Maybe she sees that you're not being too focused on what's truly important. Maybe you're not building your life too seriously. Maybe there's a lot of things that could be missing. In the last 4 days, this was extreme. We talked nothing but sex and how we were going on a vacation in 2 weeks and what we would do. Yeah, this is a green flag when a girl can't wait and stuff like that. Yeah. It was basically a description of hardcore porn video. 2 days ago when we were talking about this stuff, she asked me a question. Hey, by the way, can I ask you a question? How often do you jerk off and what do you jerk off to? Or to what do you jerk off to? Tricky question, bro. This is a trick question, actually, as a matter of fact. I was not really comfortable answering this, but I answer every once in 1 and 2 weeks. Bro, what the fuck is this guy just saying? I'm just gonna take it as once a week, which is like it's not the worst, but again, if you can't go a week without it, bro, it's not very good. But let's take it as once a week, okay? And I was not sure what to answer her to what part. Yeah, yeah, this is like kind of tricky. Again, by the way, guys, how you handle this conversation is if a girl asks you, like, how often do you do it, etc. You just say you don't. Even if you do, okay? As a man, you shouldn't, okay? You should get over that addiction. And I know how hard it is. So don't get me wrong, bro. I'm 2 years clean, but I know how hard it is and how long it fucking takes and how many times you have to say, I'm never gonna do it again, and then you do it a few days later. I know. But trust me, your life and your brain just gets so much better once you don't, once you don't beat it like it owes you money or some shit, you know? So yeah, but when a girl asks you that, even if you do, bro, just say you don't. Okay? Just say you don't. I don't do that stuff. It's just so much easier. I thought I had three options: jerk off to you, which would sound extremely pervert and creepy considering she started talking about intimate stuff. No, I actually think that this would be the right answer out of the three. Um, I think that's what she would want to hear, really, because if she's being extremely sexual, she's probably jerking off, or not jerking off, but how do you, flicking the bean or whatever you call it, guys, the images of you or like her imagination of you. So you should say the same thing in this position. At least it's better than other women, bro. You know what I mean? Um, born, okay, don't do that. Imagination time, yeah. I mean, to be on the safe side, I told her to guess. This is a big mistake. Never play safe with women. Never say the safe answer. Okay, if you jerk off the board and you're sure you want to tell her that, at least fucking own it, dude. Yeah, all right, at least own it. All right, and don't be apologetic about it. Okay, the girl will respect that so much more than trying to dilly dally, test the waters, see what she'll tolerate. You're putting her in the mommy position and just waiting to get slapped, in a sense, as her son. You know what I mean? Guess you've been growing. What the fuck? Guess you've been growing all this year, but you have seen me for what? A week? Implying that I couldn't have jerked off to her forever. So she asked what I would jerk off to before she was in my life. So not me. Then what? Answer, I don't know, watching stuff. She asked me watching what stuff. And the last thing I said was, what would I watch? Yeah, bro, you just sound like a pussy in this last message. You just sound like you're so scared of her reaction. After 5 minutes, I got blocked on every possible platform. I'm not surprised. Okay. You just broke her trust completely. That's really what happened here, guys, okay? By you not being able to stand on business, you just broke her trust completely on every level, okay? So now that the man she fantasized about so much is a fucking pussy who needs her approval for everything. So now she's not so secure in you. So now she decided to just leave, which you can't blame a girl for that. You know what I mean? Like, we want purity in women. Women want safety in us. It's like you can't blame her for that. Absolutely every single one of them. Even though I kind of felt very light feeling a suspicion to an extent that she might have not liked the fact that I would watch porn while masturbating. I still told her that, which instant I still told her that, which instantly brought me to an end of a potentially good relationship. This wasn't a potentially good relationship, first of all. FYI, I was a porn addict. It was a general question. Yeah, I wouldn't say that this was a potentially good relationship either way. So he kind of saved himself the time in a way. But bro, like, don't tell a girl that, bro, that you do that in the first place. And it's better if you just don't do it in the first place so that you don't have to hide it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's just the easiest route to do it. But yeah, what lesson would you take out of this? I guess just because a girl has a clean past doesn't mean that she's clean. Because girls that are virgins, they still watch porn. And also, I'm thinking, man, there aren't really all that many lessons in this one. It's just like, don't tell girls stuff like this. And just being a wanker is really the biggest turn off to girls. You know what I mean? And also, like, stand on business when she asks you something and you have a feeling that she might not like the answer. Just put it out there, bro, okay? And if she leaves, bro. But if she leaves, like, that's just a learning lesson again. Again, I know it hurts. I know breakups hurt. I'm just going through it, or just went through it last week. So I know I may seem okay, but yeah, of course, it's a lot of things remind you of her, and a lot of situations remind you of her, etc. But as men, we just gotta
Nope.
move on, bro. As men, as men, we just gotta move on. That's the reality of it, and there's no real other option. So yeah, with this in mind, God bless you. Stay safe out there, boys, and I'll catch you on the next one.